the things that really attracted me when I first had it suggested to me that I should start Facebook way back in the day when not everybody knew about Facebook, and frankly back in the day where most people were really focused on MySpace, which is where I got my start in social media. One of the things that I was really excited about Facebook was the opportunity to connect with people from the past. So childhood friends, friends from high school, and even friends from early in college. I thought, this could be a cool thing. But did it turn out that way? Let's discuss. So first things first, one of the great things about Facebook is that it has really allowed me to connect with a lot of people that I had really lost contact with, including some people that I haven't talked to in 20 plus years, or in some cases even longer than that. It's allowed me to reconnect with some of those people, some guys that I grew up with, some people that I grew up with from around the way in the neighborhood in Northwest Detroit, to people that I went to high school with, and to people that I knew from early in my college days. It's allowed me to really reopen some doors that had been closed. But it's not always such a good thing. In some cases it isn't. Because in some cases, maybe the past is best left in the past. There are some times when you connect with people that maybe you had a great relationship with in the past, but once you get reconnected on Facebook, you get that kind of nostalgia feeling. It's like, oh man, it's been a long time, and wow, man, how are you doing? What are you up to? And you kind of pass back the little updates about what you've been doing and how things are going, where you're living now, and whether you're married, you have kids, and what kind of work you're doing, yada, yada, yada. And then it's like, okay, well, that was cool. And then it's kind of it in a lot of cases. And every once in a while you'll like something that they post, and every once in a while they'll like something that you post, and maybe from time to time they might make a comment on your post and you might make a comment on their post, and on some other occasions you might even chat with them through Facebook. But that's about it. You're living on one side of the country and they're living on another side of the country. You're living in one state, they're living in another state. And so it's not really the same. And even if you saw each other in person, maybe it still wouldn't be the same. And that's a reality that we have to face, and that social media is great for sometimes bringing us back together. But the person that you might have been when you were 15 is not necessarily the same person that you are at 35 or 40 or 50. And those are realities that we have to face, that it's not the same old song that it was back in the day. Now it's different in a lot of ways. And in some cases, it might not be that different. But that's a reality that we have to face. And that social media does allow us to remain connected or to reconnect, as it is the case sometimes. But it doesn't mean that it has to be this intimately personal thing that it was perhaps 10, 15, 20 plus years ago. It might be something different. And that's a reality that you have to be willing to accept. That what you had back in the day is not the same as what you had now. You're a different person in many ways. Life experiences have changed you. Hopefully for the better, though sometimes for the worse. Life experiences have changed people that you knew, that you think you still know, but it really is that you knew back in the day. And those life experiences have changed them, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. Maybe it's a push. They haven't changed much at all. They're just a little bit older. Either way, it's important to recognize that while social media is a great tool that can allow you to connect or reconnect, you should go in with your expectations guarded. Don't assume that just because you were really tight back in the day that you're going to be tight now. And don't assume that the same barriers that you might have had in high school are going to be the same barriers that you have as an adult. It could be very different. So go in with your eyes wide open and your heart guarded, because the people that you knew back in the day might not be the same people that you know today or that you could know today. Prepare yourself accordingly. Keep your mind open, keep your heart guarded.